And here are the Hornets now. Outside, Batum. Hill kicks to Batum. They double him with Nene. Here's Hill. And he hits the jump shot. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to the Wizards. Outside Korver. Nene, the screen. Beyond the arc. The shot by Curry, no good. Cleveland on defense. Morrow, no good. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And that one goes long.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
Hill passes to Olynyk. Nene against Batum. Outside Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Aldridge. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Curry kicks to Korver. Korver missing again.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And the Hornets miss again.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
It's Curry with the drive. That's good. Curry's got his second basket.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Hill against Curry. Passes it to Batum. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Batum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Nene. There's a screen. Korver gets a wide open look. Korver missing again.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
There's no doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
And he gets it to go.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
And the basket by Curry.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Now here is Hill. The dish now to Aldridge. Off the pick. Rebounded by Korver.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Olynyk.
Kyle Korver, a true laser. I mean, the most efficient catch-and-shoot jump shooter in the league, and maybe in league history. He tallied the second ever 50-50-90 season a year ago. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Aldridge with it. Now right defender. Morrow, no good. And Korver now in his 13th season in the NBA. Last season was his best ever, especially shooting.
Yeah, and he credits all of his improvement to the advanced off-season training regimen. Extremely dedicated. He moved his family to Santa Barbara to be closer to his trainer, and it's paid off.
The Hornets have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Aldridge against Nene. The shake. And Aldridge with the layup. Aldridge has got his first basket of the night.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Right wing. Batum with the steal. Here's Hill. Finished off the break.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
An interesting thing about George Hill, he was traded from the Spurs to the Pacers a few years back. Many people were surprised the Spurs would even trade a valuable veteran when they were trying to win a championship. But who did they trade him for? Kawhi Leonard. A pretty good deal.
Well, you know, Hill is really solid. He knocks down open shots, can run the offense or play off the ball equally well. I think he's a terrific combo guard. Gives you a little bit of everything and does it in a professional way. And that's typically what attracts him to other teams.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Bargnani has checked in for Nene. And it's Pondexter in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Charlotte in the lead. There's the double team with Korver. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
He tried to shoehorn along the sideline, but he stepped out of bounds. Pretty good defense there to force the turnover.
Curry wide open. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Now here is Hill. Outside, Batum. Hill kicks to Aldridge. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Wright. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And it's Hill penetrating. A shot by Batum, no good.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Hill kicks to Batum. Olynyk sets a screen for Hill. Back to Batum. They swipe it. On its way from Curry for two. Shot is no good. Excellent D there from Hill.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
Curry dishes to Korver. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Hill kicks to Olynyk. Aldridge a screen. Morrow the pass to Batum. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And Nicholas Batum injuring his wrist last season. He was pushed in the back by Larry Sanders on a dunk and went down hard.
We saw that wrist bother Batum all season long. His shooting numbers down drastically. Clark, a major blow for him.
And you know what? The league might have to look at that. I mean, Sanders got a 1-game suspension, but is that really enough to discourage that kind of reckless foul? It's a thin line, but I think it's worth a further look.
And the Hornets making a change here. Tucker's checked in. Picked by Bargnani. That's a 2 from Korver. Korver missing again.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Now here's Kaminsky. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Lures got his first 2 points.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
No good from Bargnani.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Here's Levine. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
So it's the Hornets now. Kyle Korver missing his last shot. Here's Levine. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the dunk by Nogueira.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
Here's Pondexter. Now Bargnani. Clock at 6. Korver. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Here's Kaminsky. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Lure. Pass to Tucker. They get it back. Tries yet again. Here's Lure. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Outside Korver. Now the feed to Bargnani. And he can't bank that one in. Williams kicks it to Tucker. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Here's Levine. He's guarded by Williams. Levine kicks to Kaminsky. Puts it up from 12. No good. Pondexter. And released it in time, but a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 3. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap like.
on the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Nene. Then there's Mo Williams. Then there's Roberson. And it's Pachulia in at the center.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
And for Blatt, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here's Aminu. You know, guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season with Dallas, he may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points. But he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is. And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Shot's good. Nene's got his second bucket tonight. Here's Levine.
Yeah, and on the topic of Aminu, he's a bit of a tweener. Doesn't have quite the quickness and ball handling skills the top small forwards have. Doesn't have the bulk or grit to match up against the better power forwards. He's a hard fit for what you want to have done at that position.
Good. Kaminsky's got 5.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Williams dishes to Nene. The Hornets pull it in. Kaminsky's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And guys, getting back to Aminu, he still has the tools to be a really good player, but like so many young guys, he has to focus. He has to bring the intensity 100% every game. And I could see him being one of those late bloomers, if you will.
6 on the shot clock. And they take the lead. He's got 5. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Curry's checked in. And Lure kicks to Kaminsky. The 15-footer. Aminu grabs the miss.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Stolen by Levine. Here's the break. All alone. The coast-to-coast dunk.
And, guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And, guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Here's Curry. After the basket by Charlotte. That is good.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Levine kicks to Kaminsky. Again, the Hornets score.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Roberson the pass to Curry. Three-pointer. Again, Curry missing.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at it.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
Kaminsky dishes to Lewis. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Cleveland with the very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road, as most LeBron-led teams are.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
Hornets leading by 3. And Tucker kicks to Levine. He feeds it to Williams. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Lou Williams won the 6th-man award last year, Clark, in the NBA. He's not a playmaker, although he kind of plays that position a little bit. This guy scores the ball very well coming off the bench.
He really does. I mean, he looks like a guard because of his size, but he's truly an explosive scorer. And that's the strength of his game, and that's who he is and what he does.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Olenek, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Aldridge comes in for Lewis. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Hill in for Levine. And the Cavaliers call time here.
You know, and when you look at Lou Williams, he's always had a shooting guard skill set in kind of a point guard's body. Now, he's not just a long-range bomber. He will attack the basket and earn his share of trips to the foul line. And that's where he's really deadly. 86% from the stripe last season.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Lou Williams. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Brandon Wright's checked in for Pachulia. Bargnani comes in for Nene. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Al Farouk Amini. And it's Korver in for Roberson. Curry can't get it to go.
And, you know, back to Williams, sometimes it's better to own one thing, be a master at that, than try to fit a round peg into a square hole. I mean, he's not a really good passer. Never has been. That's not who he is. But he can heat up quickly as a scorer. And that's the side where you put jelly and butter on his toast.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Guys, Bargnani was compared to several other international players when he came out. Some said he was Nowitzki. Others thought he might be more like Yao Ming in terms of impact. Ming was the only other player taken 1 overall who had never played high school or college hoop.
Misses the 3.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
And here's Korver from the arc. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game. And going back to international comparisons, Bargnani was keeping some pace with Nowitzki over his first 5 years, but that's when the injury bug laid into him, and that's not been the case.
You know, and Bargnani was really starting to play great on the offensive end, and defensively, he started to make an impact. But Nowitzki, on the other hand, just kept rising all the way to that true Hall of Fame status. Bargnani still searching.
It's blocked. On the wing, Korver. Baseline J on the way. And the jumper falls for him. Korver's got the game tied up here for the Cavs. Now here is Hill. Feeds to Morrow. Fires from deep. Good on the shot. Morrow's got his second bucket of the night.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Now here's Wright. Another shot. Goes up again. And it's good on the layup.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Hill kicks to Aldridge. He dishes it to Olynyk. Hill has the open look. Again missing Hill. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Korver kicks to Bargnani. It's Curry outside.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Aldridge. Good. The assist goes to Hill. 6 points for Aldridge.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Wright sets a screen. Back to Curry. On the mark with the 15-footer. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Curry against Hill. Batum attacking. Oh, he misses the dunk. Korver passes to Curry. And Cleveland again with the bucket. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Olynyk dishes to Hill. And it's Wright sending it back. .125 left in the first half. Curry outside. Goes back up. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. We've got 1:18 left here in the second. To the middle. Here's Korver. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Inside. Here's Hill. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hill's got his 3rd basket of the night.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Pondexter with it. Defended by Batum. 4 on the clock. Korver kicks to Curry. And the shot is good. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Morrow, no good.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Hill against Curry. Here's Batum. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. It's Curry outside. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Hornets ahead up by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte.
All right, Charlotte.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Check out the game for Corbin. 18 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Korver.
And, you know, I'm not sure that he can continue to shoot the three as well as he has up to this point. He has been lights out.
You know, sometimes, Greg, you have those nights where the basket just looks twice as large as it is. Grand Canyon size. It might be one of those nights for him.
Anthony Morrow out there with Levine. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Batum. And it's Olynyk in the center position. So that's the Hornets 5. And Williams, here we go. And Nene with the stuff.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well-versed he is as a coach. And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And Clifford in his third year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. And he's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks.
And Nene, a guy with an incredibly strong start to his career in Denver, the first Brazilian to ever be selected in the first round. Voted, as you may recall, to the NBA All-Rookie team.
Yeah, it came into foot, shoulder, Achilles, you name it, he's had it, and it's hindered his career somewhat.
And cancer. He's beaten cancer.
That's a very good point.
Korver passes to Nene. The layup off target.
Can't connect there, but still a red-hot start to the half, hitting 4 of their first 5 field goal attempts.
A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defending.
To the league, just a tremendously raw talent. Really developed faster than a lot of people expected, but what has been the case for him is the injury bug. I mean, the knee.
And give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
Morrow kicks to Aldridge. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Yeah, you know, going back to Nene, in 14 years, he's been able to suit up for roughly 65% of the games. That's tough on the team's continuity on both ends of the floor. Injuries have been a part of that, though, and oftentimes those are beyond the player's control.
That's his first personal foul.
Outside Williams. 6 to shoot. Kicks it to Nene. That one off the back iron and out.
And you know, guys, the thing with Nene, he helps you in so many ways when he's in there. He's hard to back down in the post. He eats up space. Tough to get around on picks. He has the toughness that champions are made of.
And Batum kicks to Morrow. Charlotte moving the ball around. It's stolen by Korver. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Well, I tell you what, Nene is a man among boys down low. Remarkable physical power. And he's also got a tough mentality about him. Just a real rugged individual.
And the second free throw, good. And getting back to Nene, an obvious inside player with great impact. He looks and plays like a man possessed. Yet through last season, Greg, he's never averaged as much as 8 rebounds a game.
And, you know, his true value is measured in intangibles at times, not just on the stat sheet. He does all the dirty work so others can shine.
Once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. Morrow, that's a 2-pointer. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 5 assists in the game. Outside Williams. Nene, the screen. Here's Korver. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Korver's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Cavs. Hill with it. Williams picks him up. It's back to Hill. Dishes it to Morrow. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now here's Williams. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. 6 to shoot. Nene, the screen. The 3 from Korver. Korver missing again.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
And here's Cleveland. They're on a 14-5 run here. They set the pick. On the wing. Korver missing again. Hornets trail by 8. And there's the pass to Olynyk. Poked away. And Nene slams it in.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points than the open floor.
And the basket by Hill.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
All right, Charlotte. Now we're ready for
And guys, no doubt George Hill had it rough last season. He missed the first 28 games with that left knee injury, came back for 5, then missed another 11 games before his season got going. But you know what? He had one of his most productive years from that point on.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And here is Curry. 16 points for him. Pass to Pondexter. Williams against Curry. And Tucker kicks to Lewis. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Coates dishes to Curry. Here's Bargnani. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Injuries have certainly taken their toll on Bargnani, culminating in disaster last season. Greg suiting up for only 29 games, the fewest ever in his career.
Yeah, I mean, he had a series of leg injuries, the hammy, the calf. Really unfortunate part about it is that he has so much talent, but yet really to develop that on the floor because of all the issues.
And Tucker kicks to Kaminsky. Can't connect from short range. Curry passes to Calathes. Wright sets a screen. No good from Bargnani.
And in thinking about Bargnani's impact, he's a guy who can generate points from every spot on the floor. Three-point range, converts at the rim. He's about 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and shoots free throws like a guard.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the score by Sharp. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And talking about Bargnani last season, he was actually generating efficient numbers when he was healthy. I mean, way up in field goal percentage, three-point percentage. I would love to see him remain healthy and have a chance to quiet the doubter.
And the shot is good. And now just a 2-point Cavalier lead.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Picked by Bargnani. Ripped away. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Williams. And he hits it to tie the game up. Williams has got 9.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
He kicks to Levine. Out to the right wing. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Bargnani. And that's now 18 points for Steph Curry. Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. There's the screen. Ball stolen. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
Now here's Kaminsky. He's got 12. Just 5 to shoot. And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And you can see the miscues really taking their toll. 11 points off turnovers in this quarter alone.
Greg, that's what's cost them the lead. I mean, it's still close. Can they regain their composure?
Pondexter from outside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points.